Welcome to One-on-One on God 101. Our guest today is Big Brother Season 25 runner-up, Matt. Matt, welcome.
Thanks for having me so much. Thank you
You're
so much for
welcome.
having me.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, we have a lot to catch up on with the game, how life has been since, but first, God. Did you grow up with God in your life?
I did on my own, kind of. Like, my family doesn't go to church, but we are Christian. My grandma went to church a lot, and then, like, I was kind of like her a little bit. I read the Bible here and there, and then all my jewelry has crosses and all that. I pray to God every time before my races, every time I go to bed, usually. I think I've had so many challenges in my life, and he has helped me get through all of them.
Oh, absolutely. Now, that's interesting that your parents, your family, although Christian, didn't grow up going to church, but you had your own connection with the Lord.
Mhm.
Um, at what age did that start and how?
I would say when my grandpa passed away, and then we went to church, and then from there, I kind of started getting into that. And then, I guess I talk about it, but I don't go to church and stuff. So it's just like a personal thing. But like, he's always there. Like, it's hard to explain, but I just, I pray all the time. I, it's hard to talk about, kind of like,
It's personal. It's
yeah, no,
definitely
definitely, because like I don't, I'm in my room alone. I'll pray. I do that. I don't, yeah, like I don't go to church. I know I have a lot of friends that go to church, but for me, it was hard going to church because of swimming, and I was always traveling, so I'd be gone on Sundays and all that.
well, you don't have to go into a building or a specific
hmm
service
hmm
to praise God and to
hmm
love Him and serve Him. So, how old were you when your grandpa died?
I was young. I was like nine.
Okay, so
Yeah.
your relationship with God started very
Yeah.
early.
hmm
Now you can be honest. Did you find the pressure of being in the Big Brother house that you were talking to God a lot more?
Yeah, definitely. Every night, I was, like, help me get through these challenges, help me get through each week. I have faith in him, and I knew he was gonna help me get through all these challenges in the house because he has already in everything else in my life. And every night going to bed, I would just praise and then start the next day.
It was great seeing all your jewelry, your earrings, and your
Mhm.
necklace with the cross. It was I personally loved it. All right, let's talk about life since leaving the Big Brother house. You were in there 100 days,
Yeah.
and you won $75,000 because you were the runner-up.
Mhm.
How has life changed for you? What's it been like being out of the house?
It's been good. It was definitely a big adjustment. Just not seeing other people for 100 days. And then just going into public and people coming up to you. Um, and that's been very fun, very nice. Everyone has been so sweet and like loving and supportive to me. And I love that. I stayed in LA for a week to adjust. And then I got back to Baton Rouge the last week, and it's still overwhelming. It's definitely very overwhelming still, but exciting at the same time.
What have you decided you want to do with the money that you've won?
Be smart with it, invest in it. I'm not going to go on a impulsive shopping spree. Yeah, I'm going to open up a bank account and start that. And then, yeah, be smart with the money. Keep it on the side. Like, I don't need to spend it.
No. And talk to me about Riley, because unlike traditional
Mhm.
showmances in the Big Brother house, your showmance technically started after she was already out of the house and you were still in,
Right.
and you became HOH and you saw a picture of
Oh,
her
yep.
with your
Mom.
mom and you heard from her. So,
Mhm.
what is the status of your relationship with Riley now?
It's going well. I mean, she's in Nashville and I'm in Baton Rouge, so we always have that distance factor going on right now. And then for me, she's been out 86 days before when I got out, day 100, and so it was like been in a house trap, so I never had any communication and stuff. So I'm taking it slow, but we are on good terms. Maybe I'll be visiting Nashville soon. But I think like those first 2 weeks with Riley was like so special to me because I was having a lot of issues, like struggles in the first 2 weeks, just communicating with everyone and stuff. And Riley was always there helping me talk game when I was like left out in a lot of it in the beginning. And I knew that kind of put her game at jeopardy. And so I was like, the fact that she was willing to kind of pin herself as a target with me because I was a threat in the beginning, like that's kind of special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How much of the show have you watched since you've been out of the house, if any episodes?
Like 3 episodes. I haven't had time. I definitely want to watch through it all, but I have not had much free time. So I'll be like home for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to just put it on real quick. But no, I've not watched much yet.
And has anything that you've seen so far surprised you?
Seeing combos that Jared and Suri would have, because I had no idea the whole time. And I'm seeing clips of them plotting everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I was just laughing because I was like, this makes so much sense because I got the beatdown, didn't save her son. And I was like, oh, wow, that was a plot twist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the other episodes. And who have you kept in touch with since, other than Riley, since leaving the house?
I was just texting Suri the other day. Jag just texted me like 2 minutes ago before this interview. Me and Jag are staying in touch, FaceTiming, calling every day. I love his family. And then Bowie. I'm staying in touch with like other BB house guests, Kylan, Tyler, Melissa. And then who else? Jared, Blue. It's kind of been hard to keep up and keep in touch because I'm like putting my phone away because everything's like, blowing up. And I'm just like, oh, I can't like see the messages and stuff. But I've been keeping in touch with a lot of them.
So the Minutemen are growing strong. Your friendship with Jag.
Absolutely.
What did you think of Jag's final speech when he was telling the jury why he thought he deserved the big win?
I think we both had our points. I played the very big social game and he played a very competitive game. It's a game at the end of the day. I think you got to do what you got to do to win that money. I was obviously very nervous. I know I don't know, but I know me and Jag promised, when I go on this speech, I'm going to be pro Matt, not anti Jag. And he said the same, but I don't know if that was the same thing. But it's a game, I'm not going to take it that personal. Because that's the thing in the game. You have to separate personal and game. Mm-hmm.
Any regrets saving him with your power?
No, because I think me and Jag wouldn't have had that friendship and bondship had he left week 4. And because we had 10 more weeks together because I saved him, and he is going to be my best friend for life. He's a genuine person. I love him. And yeah, in the game. So like, of course, like the plot twist, he won. I'm the one that saved him. And I thought that would be enough to convince the jury, being like, look, his game doesn't exist if I didn't save him. So like, ultimately, I'm winning. But I don't regret it because he helped me a lot along the way too. I mean, I had a lot of deep conversations with him in that house. And that was good for me because I wanted to be vulnerable and he let me be vulnerable with him.
When you did save him, obviously you weren't as bonded or as close. Why did you save him that early in the game?
I knew saving someone would buy a lot of loyalty in the game. I wanted to play this game loyal and I wanted to have people I can trust. And I figured saving him would buy that a lot. And clearly that strategy worked because end of the day, he had 2 times he could have taken me out. And because I saved him, it works for me because I knew a lot of people towards the end kept telling me, like, if you get to the final 2, you're going to win this game. And like, that's a compliment. That's also a threat because it's like, would you want to sit next to me then if you could think I'm going to win? So I knew with Jag, out of everyone, would feel more bounded to keep me because of how I saved his game. And I think out of everyone else, he would go the farthest to save me.
Was the experience what you expected it to be, or how was it not what you expected?
Like the game,
Yeah.
definitely different. I knew there was gonna be challenges coming in. I'm a pretty social person, but like when it's game, it's like, oh, this is hard because you have to like talk strategy all the time. You have to be up to date. So like, I can go in regular conversation and miss the combos, but like in the game, it's kind of important because like you're literally voting someone out each week, and you need to know like every information you can. And then what else? The challenges. They look easier sometimes, but they're not as easy.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna win the wall, and I was like, no, this is way harder than I thought. But it was definitely one of the best experiences I've ever had.
So what is next for you, Matt? Are you going to the Olympics this summer in Paris? What's next for you career-wise, life-wise?
Mm. There's a lot like that's overwhelming right now. I had 100 days off, 115 days, and that's a lot of time out of the pool. And I got 4 months to be ready, so it's gonna be a lot of work. And especially, I can't just go right into full training right now. Like I can't just go back into 5 hours every day because that's gonna kill my body. So I got to ease back into it. I'm still gonna train. I'm not 100% sure about Olympics right now, but I'm definitely training for swimming, and I'm definitely going to continue for 2025. So I want to go to the Deaf Olympics and get the most medals ever in history. So like I'm not gonna let that go. If I'm not ready for Olympics, I still have another goal in swimming.
Well, we are definitely rooting for you, that is for
Thank
sure.
you.
And I know you have God on your side.
Mhm,
So with
absolutely.
God on your side, who could be against you? And you did an amazing thing for the deaf community,
Thank you.
playing Big Brother, playing it well, playing it with integrity, and
Mhm.
making it to the very end. So
Yeah.
a
Thank
lot to
you.
applaud.
That was my biggest goal coming in was showing and like showing the awareness of all that. And I knew I needed to be vulnerable because I'm the guy that sorry, just got a call. Um, I'm the guy that can kind of bottle it up, don't talk about my emotion and stuff. But I knew if I really wanted to let the world see our struggles, I had to be vulnerable and express my feelings. And that was my biggest goal going on to the show, Big Brother. It was doing that and letting people know I'm struggling, and that's okay.
We all are, and we're all in this together. Thank you for opening up yourself in the house on the show and here with us now. Matt, God bless you and Godspeed to you.
Same to you. Same to you. Thank you so much.